Great Barr School is the largest school in Europe. It has 2,600 pupils, got 360 members of staff, so it's a very big environment. Lots of different cultures of kids and staff working in kind of area, based in Birmingham, just where the M5, the M6 join, if you know.
Okay, great. And how long have you been working there?
I started April 2008, so I've been there about 8 months.
Can you tell us a little bit about the infrastructure that the school had prior to your arrival and what it is now? Like what the vision of the ICT and how it played in education? What was that like?
We didn't have very much, if I'm being honest with you. If you came into our server room, for example, you'll see that we have servers that have got hard drives in them that have been kept together with pieces of paper because they bought the wrong caddies, which is not the way to do it, which is a bit of a comical moment. When I worked in on my first day, I thought, my word, what's going on here? And they didn't really have anything. They had 1,000 PCs, which is a great number, but they didn't have a shared area to be able to share work. They didn't have any kind of collaborative learning going on. They had email, they had computer access, and they had their own personal area. That was it. So there's a lot needs to be changed there, and the governors of the school actually realised that this is something that needs to be changed.
And was this mandate from the governor level, or was it from the government level?
From the governors of the school.
Okay.
So there's one governor on there who's very IT focused, and he kind of brought this forward and said, I think the school needs to go like this. So the objective from the governors that they've given us is to make it the e-learning school in the country worldwide. We want to be the people that people come to us to say, this is how you do it, this is the Great Barr model.
One of the biggest things that I see in education that's really changing the way people communicate, and this is not only in education but in probably all industry verticals, is the technology around unified messaging or instant messaging that's known in the consumer world. So it says that you've adopted Office Communication Server.
Yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about that?
This is something we're piloting at the moment. We've installed it, something I've used before in other schools and other organisations where the instant communication is just a great valuable tool because you can talk to them instantly. It's exactly what it's built to do. We have a lot of buildings that are separated huts, and sometimes there is that instant communication needed if there's a problem child within the lesson. So the idea is that that person can email one of the intervention members of staff who can come and deal with that student, take them out of the lesson, whatever it is. There's a real need for it there, so we've installed it, we're piloting it. It works, and now we've got to take it through the processes through the senior leadership team, how they want to use it, how they want to deploy it as a school focus.
How do you see the overall reception to technologies like instant messaging and voice over IP? If you're using voice over IP,
we'll use the voice over IP. I think we've got to get the instant communications going first.
Okay.
Sometimes you may not need a phone during the lesson.
Yeah.
There's always that problem where instant communication, chat, it's that word that people think, oh my words, can't have that going on in the lesson and that kind of thing. But if there's an actual need, which we believe there is, we think people will adopt it and will use it because they realise that it can actually be a valuable tool to help the kids be learned in lessons and there's no disturbances going on.
Final question on communication server. As a network manager, as an IT administrator, have there been pain points or real positive points about using the product relative to other products or even just on its own merits?
As I said, I really like the product because it can fulfil a job. It can fulfil the job of the instant communications. I can talk to my team who are halfway across the other side of the school. It takes 10 minutes for them to walk from one side of the school to the next one. So luckily our office is right in the middle of the school, but I can tell another member of staff through their mobile phone, because they were online onto their mobile phone, that they need to do another job while they're over there. So from an IT support point of view, it really helps to get more jobs done in a day within 5 minutes.
Fantastic. So you've been able to kind of centralize your email, your instant messaging, even your mobile communications, all through a centralized messaging solution.
Yeah, and then hopefully, fingers crossed in the future, that the need will be there for voice over IP.